there were many memorable moments in nursing school, and some of them were pretty darn funny, like sticking your cap on the wall and peeling off the paint, and having extremely supportive classmates, and just being this big united group who really didn't like anything. But with patients, I think my most memorable experience with a patient in nursing school was during my leadership experience in my senior year. And I had not performed very well in med-surg clinical because I hated it. So my punishment was that I had to do leadership in a med-surg environment. Fortunately, it was in the university teaching hospital as opposed to the VA hospital where I'd been the previous year for med-surg that depressed me. Like all leadership courses, we were supposed to assume leadership roles in staffing positions. So my role for the evening was to pretend to play charge nurse. And you know, you'll figure out when you get to your leadership course and they want you to go play charge nurse that you're really fairly ill-equipped to do that, and you're really playing a game. Oh, I was definitely playing a game, but there was a patient on the floor, a woman, middle-aged woman, and she was dying, very close to death, and nobody wanted to take care of her because she had colorectal cancer, and the tumors had created fistulous tracts from her intestine to her external abdomen, and they constantly leaked feces. So there was constant cleaning up, and the smell was awful. And I didn't really want to play charge nurse anyway, so I just sort of assumed responsibility for her care. And I got into a lot of trouble for that afterwards with my instructors because I wasn't doing what I was told to do. But I did spend pretty much of the evening shift. We had to work 3 to 11 sometimes in her room with her, cleaning her up. And there weren't any disposable towelettes to clean. It was one washcloth after another. So I kept her clean. I tried to keep her as comfortable as possible. I sat with her, we talked, and she was very alert. She wasn't out of it. And I felt like it was that I'd really given good nursing care. You know, I knew it wasn't going to make any difference in the outcome, but I felt very good about the care I'd given. And I went home and went to bed, and I woke up at 2:38, exactly, and I knew she died. And I'm like, oh no, this is very strange. And I also assumed I was hallucinating because I was sure I saw her. She was, you know, up in the corner of the room. And I thought, oh, you know, you're nuts. But it stuck in my mind enough that when I went in for my clinical the next day, I asked what the time of death was, and it was 2:35 a.m. And I really believe that she paid me a visit to thank me. And it was memorable, and I think that's what taught me first to trust my gut instincts, to do what I thought I really needed to do.